We're glad you're with us today. The Kentucky Vine, Rose, and Herb Festival is happening this weekend in Frankfort.
Big happenings in the capital city, and we're joined today by author Buddy Westbrook, who's one of the many vendors taking part in that festival. Good to see you, Buddy. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be at the Franklin County Fairgrounds there in Frankfort. And these ladies, it just amazes me across Kentucky how people take such pride in our heritage. And these ladies for 20 years have been doing the Herb Festival. And this year there's also a quilt show. They've added some authors there, Maggie Green and her cookbook, Abigail Cram, and there's Vicki Pigeon, who's written some books about Ireland. And of course, Susan Mitchell will be there with her nature photography, and they'll have food and an herb auction and everything. And by the way, did you know that the herb this year is the rose?
Oh, and a rose is called an herb. I didn't know you'd be considering it that
either.
way. That's
when
great.
you think back, remember rose hips.
Oh,
yes.
true.
You don't have to be hip. You don't have to be hip.
Hip to understand a rose hip, right?
And I found out by calling the county agent for horticulture in Franklin County, and they're wonderful people all over the state. And she told me that the reason the rose is there is because it's a member of the apple family.
Who knew?
So not only is it beautiful, but its flavor and everything goes to make our country healthier because we're using herbs.
Well, then now we've got it all full circle here. We understand it, right?
Yes, right.
Buddy, you have written a book yourself, and that's been going gangbusters. A lot of interest in it, right?
It really has. I am just so pleased. At first, I thought it would just be an e-book that people would just download it on the internet. But they actually want to hold the book in their hands, and they read it and say, you know, we didn't know Grandma, she didn't write her recipes down. We didn't know that she put cinnamon in her blackberry cobbler, and we couldn't get it to taste right. But we put cinnamon in there, and it tastes just like we remember it.
A little secret
And
ingredient.
so at the Herb Festival, we're going to have some music over there this weekend, and that's outstanding too. They have just knocked themselves out to present a great, great, fun weekend for everybody. And I hope that people will take advantage of this because it's just a wonderful, wonderful event.
Buddy, something that you've learned with your cookbook, and I'm assuming also with an event like this, is that it's not just people who've been around a while who appreciate all of these great things. Young people love to be able to celebrate Kentucky's heritage.
They do, and they also are wanting to be healthy. And they found out that a lot of the things that we've been talking about eating and so on for a long time, that we need to take control of our diet and use those just for holidays perhaps, but eat healthy the rest of the time.
That's right.
The Kentucky Vine, Rose, and Web Festival this very weekend there at Lakeview Park. What does it cost to get in on Saturday?
It's free admission,
Well,
but the 4-H youth group does $3 for parking, but the event is free. Can't beat that.
You can't beat that, really.
Right. Hey,
But
good to see you.
always good to see you.
Thank you, and appreciate the leadership you all provide here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.